Hey, what's up everybody? I hope I didn't keep you guys waiting too long, but I was lucky enough to get a sealed Sabra X Pyravian Ultra, and I can't wait to get inside and see what's included. Before we rip this thing open, why don't we take a look at a comparison between a Core BAKU-GEAR pack I had laying around. Weirdly, Sabra X Pyravian doesn't have the little cutouts on both sides, which have been common on all the BAKU-GEAR packs released so far. It could be that it's an early version and that's why it doesn't have the cutouts, or it could be due to the fact that it looks like an international version. Either way, I think it's a little early to set in stone what the Shields of Astoria packaging is really going to look like. Overall, I really like the design of SP. I think the colors work very well, the gold and the blue complement each other nicely. And the 5 Sabra heads make it look very menacing, but if I have to be honest, the Pyravian head sticking out of the chest does look a little silly. And I think the orange accents really bring it all together. I kinda wish they added some silver like the Core X Pyravian, but then again, maybe that wouldn't have made it look very nice. To close SP, first you need to fold up the legs, then fold both heads in and down. Then you fold in the main wings, the little support wings in the back, and then the main part depicts of the BAKU cores. And you're done! Since SP's an Ultra, it does have little bumps here or there, so you're probably not going to be doing many trick shots. But in my testing, a spin roll is actually more consistent at picking up BAKU cores than a straight roll is, because it's weighted pretty heavily on the magnet side. Though I imagine if you were trying to do a back spin, it'd probably work pretty well, since the rolling track is so flat, but I didn't get around to it during my testing. Next up is the BAKU-GEAR, which we're calling Telekinesis Crown for the time being until we learn its actual name. It's continuing SP's color scheme of gold, orange, and blue and looks very nice. It also looks like a little power plant, which I think is a homage to its power, considering the art on the front of the box makes it look like a very large cannon, which in the show will probably cause huge problems for Dan and crew once it finally shows up. Closing it's pretty simple, all you need to do is fold in the cannon part, close both sides, and fold the base up. Next is the peg part of the BAKU-GEAR, which look like little energy blasters you find in any video game. SP's BAKU-GEAR peg holes are on the back supporting wings. I think he looks pretty good with just the peg BAKU-GEAR, but of course we gotta add the last part to really bring it all together. A good tip for BAKU-GEAR that I learned recently is that they all have an arrow, and if it points towards the front, it's going the right way. The BAKU-GEAR it came with was a green fist, plus 50, plus 1 damage, minus 2 gear reduction, and an orange shield, plus 500B, and I assume a free fusion. The ability card it came with was Telekinesis Crown that has a weird shield logo on it, which we're thinking right now blocks damage. It's a 6 cost, 600B, 6 damage. SP's an Aquos base with 400B and 2 damage, and also costs 4 energy to fuse. Once fused, he goes to dual faction Aquos and Aurelus at 1100B and 5 damage. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in for the Sabra X Pyravian unboxing and overview. And for those of you with a keen eye, I'm sure you saw 1 or 2 shots of what's coming next. I'm real excited to open it up and show you guys, so I hope you tune back in. Thanks for watching!